Namaskar. Thanks to all of you for your kind cooperations in my YouTube journey. Today we are concentrating on the mind, on the transformations from poverty to richness. How is it possible? The tremendous growth in life, economically, financially, all are coming from the connection of eighth house. So eighth house is very important. Eighth lord, why it is posited, how it is posited, that means eighth lord is exalted, own sign, friend sign, or which planet is posited in the eighth house. That is very important. Now in Kalpurusha Kundali, eighth house is Scorpio sign, Vrishchik Rashi. Here moon is debilitated. Now what happens in this particular type of placement? If Devguru Brihaspati makes any connection with the 8th house, transformation will be easier. As for example, suppose it is Sagittarius ascendant, Dhanu Lagna. Then 8th house is Cancer sign. And Jupiter is posited in Cancer sign, the Lagna Lord. In that case, Jupiter is exalted herewith and makes Raj Yoga. So, 8th house Lord makes Raj Yoga when Jupiter is posited in 8th house in Cancer sign. Not only that, when 8th house makes any connection with the 11th house, that is also Raj Yoga. 8th house may connect with the 10th house. 8th house may connect with the house of talent, 5th house of richness, 4th house. In every phase, there is Raj Yoga. So 8th house is very important. 8th house energy is coming from the 2nd house. Opposite to 8th is 2nd. So energy of 8th coming from the 2nd house of wealth. 2nd house is personal wealth, personal income, that is in bank balance. But 8th house is the inheritance coming from the ancestors to the native. So 8th house is very important. When 2nd house is very huge amount of accumulation is there in bank balance, that is become the actually 8th position. 8th house positions transform will be there. Generally, when 8th house is involving, we are thinking it is negative. Suppose Sun is posited in 8th house. Sun is the planet of enlightenment. When it is posited in the 8th house of depth, darkness, we are thinking there is negative. No. When Sun is there, no doubt get the obstacle of talent. But after the obstacles, after the stress, native will win the race and touch the destiny of life. So this is 8th house, very important. 8th house for transformation, 8th house for Raj Yoga, 8th house in conjunction, very much effective. If we take some famous person like Albert Einstein, 8th house Rahu and Mars is there, very strong beneficial effects. So 8th house, Lord in the 11th house, Sarojit Tataji, famous industrialist of India and abroad, 8th Lord in the 11th house, Moon. So everywhere there is so much transformations. The world, one of the richest person, Bill Gates, the 8th Lord Saturn is exalted in the 5th house of talent. He is a talented person in business area. So famous for his Microsoft owner and founder, and also at present the Bill Gates is the owner of Gates Foundations. So in our chart also we are trying to elaborate it more in different personalities. But first of all we have to come to Kalpurush Kundali to make our point clarify. What we want to say, what we want to think about this astrological video concentrating on 8th house. Actually, 8th house is the house of longevity. It is the house of death. So 8th house not very good in the crude concept, but in true concept, 8th house much more beneficial. Where death is there, life will be there. Where it is longevity, other condition will be there. So 8th house, in every chart, when 8th house is connected, there may be a great officers like UPSC cracker or state level executive. 8th house linked is 90% chance is there. Different lagna may be there, like district lagna, like Leo, like Cork, all are there. But the placement, the planet in the 8th house somehow, no doubt connected with the native for such type of growth in UPSC or state level executive examinations. Now we are coming to the Kalpurusha Kundali to make our point more spacious and more clear. What we want to say about the 8th Lord, the dark house Lord, how it gives immense growth from rock to heaven. This is our journey. Now coming to the Kalpurush Kundali. Aries, that means Mesh Lagna. Second house is Bishop, that is Taurus. Third house Gemini, Mithun. Fourth house Cancer, Cork. Fifth house Leo, Shingo. Sixth house Virgo. It is also called Kanya. Seventh house Libra, Tula. Eighth house Vrishchik, Scorpio. Ninth house Sagittarius, Dhanu. 10th house Capricorn. Makar. 11th house becomes Aquarius, and last but not the least is the Pisces, Mean Rashi. Now when 8th Lord posited in the 11th house, here it makes Raj Yoga, like that of chart of Ratan Tata ji. And 8th Lord when 10th house, that is also Raj Yoga. In some cases 8th Lord in 12th house make Raj Yoga, since it is called Viparit Raj Yoga. Or 8th Lord posited in 8th house, Saral Viparit Raj Yoga. Or 8th Lord in the 6th house, or 6th Lord in the 8th house, or vice versa, that is also Raj Yoga. That means Strik Bhav, 6, 8, 12, anyhow connected in good conditions, native get the wealth of Viparit Raj Yoga. But Viparit Raj Yoga will be held when native passes through the hardship. In the last step, when the natives loses maximum of its energy, then Viparit Raj Yoga activate. So this is very important. Now 8th Lord when posited in first house, if it is Kalpurusha Kundali, generally 8th Lord is Mars, and Mars is posited in first house. Native will be a great cricketer, native good engineer, native may be a great surgeon, native may be there, but there should not be any affliction in first house. Similarly, second house for family business, second house for wealth, second house for finance, speech, food habits, all are there. But when 8th Lord posited in the second house, then if there is exaltation or own sign and friend sign, native flourishes his own business. Native gets so much well salaried person in private sector, or in maybe in government sectors. Native may be a talented one, or native do creative thinking. So that will be theirs. So 8th house have also some creative ability, also some changing ability, 8th Lord having. Now 8th Lord when coming to the third house is the house of creations. Third house is the house of struggle. It is the house of efforts. It is the house of courage. It is the house of actually willpower. So all are there. When 8th Lord strongly posited in third house, then it makes native success in his endeavor. Native may be a great poet, native may be a great player, native may be a great athletics or other thing. Native may be a writer also. When 8th Lord come into the third house. Third house also signification of Mercury will be there. Third house significator is Mercury and Mars. Similarly, in the second house significator is Venus, and first house significator Kalpurusha Kundali is Mars. Now coming to the fourth house. Fourth house is Cancer sign. Lordship goes to Moon. When 8th Lord is posited here with, that depends upon the signification of 8th Lord. If 8th Lord is exalted here, suppose 8th Lord is Jupiter and exalted here in Cancer sign, that giving good effect, get easily the inherent properties, easily cross over the barrier and crack the competition, and also may be a talented personality, having so much amenities, vehicles, friend circles, that will be there. Now 8th Lord coming to the 5th house. 5th house is the house of knowledge, house of talent, house of intelligence, house of children, house of wealth, speculative business, entertainment. Now 8th Lord when coming to the 5th house is very important one. From 5th, actually it is from 5th house, it is the 10th house. 8th house is 10th from 5th, and from 8th it is the 4th. So 5th house and 8th house relationship is very important and generally express the talent of the native. As we already told, Bill Gates or others chart, the 8th Lord is exalted in 5th house. So this is important one. Coming to the 6th house. 6th house is actually very strong house. Competition, Aro, Green, Ripu, all are there. When 8th Lord is posited here with, and then Viparit Raj Yoga will be held. Native get the prosperity of Viparit Raj Yoga. That will be there. And 6th house Lord, that means the 6th Lord, that means dispositor, should be well placed within the chart. Then and then this Viparit Raj Yoga giving good results. Here when 8th Lord is posited, native easily recover the debt, loan, or repay the loan, and also crack the competitive examinations like UPSC, like state level executive, or educational level NEET, educational level IIT exam. All native can cross over or crack that examinations. Now 8th Lord coming to the 7th house. So many factors is there. 8th Lord generally having some stress, having some struggle coming to the 7th house of spouse. So there is problematic some extent, no doubt, and delay in marriage when 8th Lord coming to the 7th house. That is happening. But 8th house is the property of spouse. So when 8th Lord well placed, 8th house is strong, native spouse gets too much wealth and prosperity. So 8th Lord when 7th house, there is some problem also, there is some beneficial effect also. Now 8th Lord in 8th house, it is very good. Saral Viparit Raj Yoga. Native get all prosperity. 8th Lord in the 8th house. Here generally transformations, a hidden work like that of CBI, that of intelligence, that of CID, that will be there. Native easily get his inheritance. Natives eighth lord transformation from rock to heaven easily happens when eighth lord posited in eighth house. Now coming to the ninth house. Ninth house is the house of fortune, house of spirituality, house of higher learning. Lordship goes to Devguru Brihaspati. If eighth lord posited in ninth house, eighth lord have some stress, have some struggle. If native perfectly do his job, hard working, dedication, discipline life leads is there, then native will good in the ninth house of fortune, since the house is Devguru Brihaspati giving the blessings to the native, if eighth lord is very strong. But if eighth lord is afflicted, eighth lord under Papkatari, then in the eighth lord in ninth house not so good. It will give negative effect. Now eighth lord coming to the 10th house, the house of transformation, coming to the house of karma. So native karma will change, native karma will get more stabilized. So when eighth lord coming to the 10th house, native may get success in every field of life. But when eighth lord is afflicted, native get depressions. Now eighth lord coming to the 11th house. 11th house is the house of success, house of profit, house of gain. Here the eighth lord is coming, the transformation lord is coming. So native easily transformed his life from poverty to richness. That means road to heaven. And eighth lord in the 12th house, no doubt some expense, no doubt some stress will be there, spiritual journey will be there. But when native passes through the hardship, eighth lord posited in 12th house, making Viparit Raj Yoga. So in Viparit Raj Yoga, the distress condition slowly changes. And native gets all his wealth. Coming to the first chart of Rohit Sharma ji, great cricketer of India, and at present the captain of Indian national team. Date of birth is 29th April 1987. Time of birth 12 p.m. Place of birth Nagpur, Maharashtra. This is the D1 chart or birth chart. What is the unique in the birth chart of Rohit Sharma ji? Today's connection is 8 lords. In 8 lord is Saturn of Aquarius sign, that is posited in the house of talent in a Scorpion sign. So 8 lord directly connected to the 5th house. And from here, the Saturn giving the aspect on the 11th house. On Mars, Mars is the 5th lord. So Saturn Mars direct conjunction at 180 degree is here. So that is a benefic point. And Mars is the 5th house lord, talent lord, 11th house. Another point is that in this case, the 8th house, 5th house and 11th house directly connected, making Raj Yoga. 3rd house Ketu, very much beneficial, malefic planet in the first Upachaya Bhava. In the 4th Upachaya Bhava, Sun, Mercury, Moon is posited. So Sun, Mercury making Buddhaditya Yoga very strong in Aries sign, where Sun is exalted. And 11th house, the 5th house Lord Mars is posited. Not only that, the 9th house Lord Jupiter in 9th house. But Karak Bhav Nasayo not to be applied here, since Jupiter is conjunction with Venus. Jupiter, Venus, Rahu conjunction in 9th house, giving him the great effort here for getting everything in life. Since the 3 planet aspecting the house of creation is a creative player, is a creative cricketer. All are there. So Rohit Sharma is the great captain, since the Jupiter, the leadership quality is there, and so he becomes the great captain of Indian team for so many years. So this is the unique birth chart of Rohit Sharma ji. Now coming to the here Rohit Sharma birth chart, 29th April 1987, 12 p.m. Nagpur, all are there. But this is D9, it is Navangsha Kundali. What will be there revealing in Navangsha Kundali? The strength of the planet. Now the Saturn, which is in the D1 chart in 5th house, still it is in the 5th house. So Saturn is Bhargottam with the house concept. That is there. Jupiter in own sign in 9th house, but Jupiter in 3rd house. So Jupiter get moderate strength. Here Jupiter in the comfort zone, but here Jupiter in the uncomfort zone. So it will give the result when native will makes more exercise, more hard work, more dedication, more responsibility bearing ability, more structure, then Jupiter will give the results. Now here the Venus and Mercury opposite to each other, aspecting each other. The Venus-Mercury conjunction is there. And in the 2nd house, Moon Sagittarius sign very strong. And Sun again posited in the 10th house. So Sun also Bhargottam with respect to house. 10th house in D1 chart and 10th house in D9 chart. Mars in the 9th house, but Mars is aspected by Jupiter. Jupiter giving 7th aspect on Mars. Mars is debilitated, but it is aspect of Jupiter is coming. So Mars and Jupiter connections makes him a famous player, famous cricketers. In D1 chart also, Jupiter in the 9th house, giving 9th aspect on the Saturn. So Saturn is controlled by the Jupiters. So this is unique chart. D1 chart is unique and D9 chart also very strong in case of Rohit Sharma ji. Coming to the second example chart, Scarlett Johansson's great Hollywood artist. For several years he dominated the Hollywood movies. Date of birth is 22 November 1984, time of birth 12 p.m., place of birth New York City. This is the birth chart, D1 chart of Scarlett Johansson, the international famous artist. Today's concept is how the transformations. Transformation, 8th Lord. 8th Lord is Leo sign, that sun. That sun is posited in the 11th house of success. So 8th Lord coming to the 11th house, the great combinations. 8th Lord Sun in the 11th house of Scorpio sign. Here the zodiac sign is Scorpio and ascendant is Makar, Capricorn. Now the ascendant Lord Saturn exalted in the 10th house of professions. And Mars, the lordship of 11th house, is exalted in the Lagna. So many good combination in the chart is there, makes her famous throughout the world. Not only that, Jupiter in own sign Sagittarius very strong, with Venus giving in all types of amenities, wealth, spouse, happiness, luxury, comfort, vehicles, all are in her possessions. So this is Jupiter-Venus conjunction in Sagittarius sign. And Rahu in the 5th house. Rahu in the 5th house. And what happens? Rahu try to explore the talent of the artist throughout the world. So this is unique chart. 10th Lord, 10th house positive planet very strong. Lagna Lord also strong. And Moon also strong in Scorpio. And 11th house Lord Mars is very strong. So Jupiter, Venus, Mars, Sun, all the planets are very strong in the birth chart of Scarlett Johansson. Now we have to come to the Scarlett Johansson D9 chart. Navangsha Kundali. What is revealing here with? In Navansha Kundali, Rahu is coming to the Aquarius sign. In Aquarius, Rahu giving the good effects. So Rahu giving seventh aspect on the second house of wealth, prosperity. Now in the chart, the third house, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn is posited. So Jupiter here making conjunctions. And in the third house with planet Venus and Sun. All are aspecting the ninth house of fortune or Maktai. That means Jupiter is Jeep Karaka, Venus is the wealth, Sun is the talent, and Makar is the multiple business. Makar is the multiple talent. So that is there. And in the 10th house, Mars is posited in own sign, Aries sign. So 10th house is very strong of D9 chart in case of Scarlett Johansson. So Mars, which is exalted in the birth chart, that Mars is also in the old sign in D9. So Mars, in both the cases, determination is there. So many determination in her life to get the destiny. So this is there. And the seventh lord, Saturn, posited in the 10th house. So international linking is there. See, 10th house, 7th house is the people, and 10th house is the beyond the boundary. So both contact is there throughout the world. So this is the actually chart of Scarlett Johansson. This is D9 chart, Navansha Kundali.